My name's Dr. Gemma Hockley. I'm a clinical psychologist by trade. Strength in Learning Through Horses started as actually two separate charities, one offering therapy using horses and the other one setting up educational programmes. We didn't have our own place. We started in riding schools all over London, but what we found was members of the public would come and kind of look at what we were doing. It wasn't really confidential and the horses weren't right. And so when I met Rosie Bentley, my co-CEO, we were very lucky to find a small yard at the back of Edgware, and we started running therapy and education sessions. We got our own team of horses, we began training them, and we've got to where we are now, which is at our amazing, or not so amazing, new site in Barnet, where we're currently seeing 500 young people.
Yes, so my name is Rosie Bentley and I'm one of the co-CEOs. My background was being a horse trainer and particularly working with horses with behavioural problems or difficulties. And I came to this by helping people with their horses and getting feedback like now my relationship with my children is better, or I asked for a pay rise at work and I would never have done that before. And I thought, all we're doing is working with horses, so there's got to be more to this than meets the eye. And that took me to the training where I met Gemma, who's a clinical psychologist, and joined Gemma doing the equine therapy work that you saw today. We've grown exponentially really, so we offer mental health support for young people who are struggling, and then we also offer alternative education provision. So we realised that the young people we were seeing for therapy were also not doing well in mainstream education, so they were either excluded, or if they were going to school they were struggling in a classroom setting. So we designed an education programme developed to equip them with the skills that they need to do well in education.
My name's Jessie, I'm 13 and I live in Barnet. I've been coming here for 12 weeks and I love just seeing the horses because I just feel really different when I'm with the horses. I like feeling their emotions and I just love being around them. This is Thomas. I work with Thomas a lot. I'm normally in a group with Thomas and I feel like I've got to know him quite a lot and his behaviours and what he likes and what he doesn't like. Sometimes we make his feeds and we pick out his feet, we brush him, just get to know him really and take him on a walk and build obstacle courses to be with him. Being with Thomas, it feels like you have a responsibility to look after the horse, and you just feel really calm with the horse because they understand you, and it's just really lovely being around them. Before I came here I felt I didn't really have confidence in my abilities, and now since being here with the horses I feel like I'm a lot more confident and I can take responsibility and I can lead something, because leading a horse is quite a big deal for me, and I'm just really glad I got the opportunity to come here.
So the charity first approached us in April last year, and we were really keen to find out more about their work with young people and their exciting plans for expansion. Our Ascot Sports programme is all about supporting small local charities in addition to equine charities, and we've got a specific focus on mental health issues. So the work they were doing really tied in with that, and also the fact that they were working with ex-racehorses was just a brilliant fit. And then most recently, of course, we've sponsored their brand new arena, which we're here today to kind of celebrate. And yeah, looking forward to working more closely with the charity and getting their name out there really. So the funding for that came about through our Ascot Sports programme, but predominantly through the money that was donated through the Betting and Gaming Council. They ran an initiative at Royal Ascot whereby BetMakers' profits went to 5 nominated charities, of which Ascot Sports was one of them. And yeah, the monies from that have gone on to support this, which is one of our, what we hope will be many legacy projects.
It's been a real eye-opener, to be honest. I've never I've never really come across anything like it, and it's just it's amazing, really interesting what goes on and the work that goes in, and I've only been here half an hour, and you know, it's made me smile a lot. Yeah, I think that sort of we take for granted a lot how we've been brought up, and you know, I've been lucky enough to have messed around on a yard with horses all my life and never really appreciated the benefits from it until you come here and work with these children and see how they're using a horse as a tool to learn how to interact daily. You know, that they're getting respect from the horse, they're setting boundaries, you know, they're getting confidence in themselves, you know, how the horse reacts and how they respond, and it's just something so simple that's doing such a wonderful job. Initially my response to the thoroughbreds being here working with these children was, is that safe? But they've done an amazing job at getting the horses switched off and, you know, enjoying their environment. But also I think it's important for the children to have horses that aren't necessarily plodders and do what they're told. They like a horse that might, you know, put its ears back and get angry, or bouncy and really happy, and that's the sort of behaviours that the kids can respond to and know while they're doing it. 100%. It's amazing what little money they've had so far and how much they've done with it, and I think there's over 500 kids that go through this school with, you know, kids queuing up to come in again, and amazing what they can do with just a little bit of help.
So I came to visit, and I met some of the young people and horses, and I absolutely loved it. And I've seen firsthand how horses can change people's perceptions, behaviours, and I wanted to get involved. Yeah, I mean, they are magical. The horses can do a lot of things that we as people can't do, and it's just so powerful that work that they're able to do to transform young people. I mean, at the end of the day, it is so important for horses to have another job to do after they finished racing. One is to go obviously to the racing schools, but you know, again after that, this would be the perfect place for quite a few of the horses to come to work with young people.